Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Aipix podcast. In today's edition, we are going to focus on the Latin American market, taking a closer look at the development of value-added services and video surveillance as a service in the region. We're excited to be joined by our esteemed guest, Sebastián Jiménez, Aipix Business Development Manager, who will uncover numerous expertful insights on these topics. So I guess we should let this kick this meeting off with some of the basic information, but quite popular topic to discuss is the challenges. So, what are the challenges in adoption of value-added services and video surveillance as a service in Latin America? Like, what are the roadblocks, issues, or any other things to share?
Mm-hmm. Well, roadblocks, as you mentioned, and hurdles, right? Challenges, we will find them in any continent, in any part of the world. But if I have to pick a couple that I would like to highlight here, it will be for sure infrastructure and also innovation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. So, can you be a bit elaborate on that?
Well, sure. When I'm talking about innovation, I mean moving beyond the traditionals, right? Like embracing new ways of having new services, models to deliver value to their customers, right? To the clients. So that's what I mean with innovation. And this challenge can be found everywhere. Latin America is composed by many countries, so there are many countries that are still that they are very high in innovation, and there are others that are following up. When I talk about infrastructure, on the other hand, I can say that countries like Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, they are making huge strides to building up their ecosystem, right? Their technological ecosystem. I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done. There are many countries that they are following the blueprint of the bigger countries or the countries that are more developed in tech. So those are good news, right? Good things are coming to the region. There are some countries, as I just said, that they are taking the leap forward, that they have taken the leap forward, and good thing that other countries are also following.
Yeah, that's absolutely the truth. I've also browsed some articles and researches and found out that Uruguay and Ecuador also can be mentioned in this list, like they made solid investments in their digital landscape. I guess we should move on to economic standpoint. What's the impact of adapting new technologies that it have in the region?
Yeah, the economic factor in Latin America, it's always something, right? I don't want to say it's an issue, but it's always something. So through the digital transformation, I can say that cloud technologies and cloud computing offers a long-term cost saving. So for businesses and governments, that means better efficiency and scalability. With a little, they can do a lot. That's what I mean. So in that matter, I will absolutely highlight the cloud computing services that we can offer or other companies offer based on that technology.
Yeah, I see your point. Like that's also like the truth. So maybe we should move closer to more specific technologies. And what can you say about the VSaaS specifically? Like, are there like the challenges different or they are like the same? So
About VSaaS, video surveillance as a service, you mean, right? Well,
course.
yeah, this product and this technology has their own set of hurdles, right? Especially when it comes to infrastructure and internet reliability, which is very much important. Well, think about it. Latin America is a highly urbanized region with 82% of the population living in the cities, right? So that means that there is a growing demand on surveillance services and security services. So to make the SaaS work, you need a fast, stable internet. That's really very much important. ISPs, internet providers, they are the ones that play a huge role in this matter, in the adoption of high-speed internet, the coverage of 5G, for example, or internet in fiber. So that, I think, it's one of the main details. One what will determine how quickly VSaaS can scale in the region.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like not only the technologies should be available in the region, but the digital landscape should be like ready to support it. Yeah, and to
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yes. You got my point. Yeah, spot on.
So next, the next topic would be a bit more serious, I guess, like the regulations. We know that Latin America is in the monolithic market, and like different countries, different rules. So it definitely somehow impact the adoption of value-added services and VSaaS. So can you elaborate on this, please?
Yeah. As you said, like there are many. As I said, many countries are composing this region, right? This continent. So each country has their own set of rules, and how this impact the visas. I would say that some countries have more stricter regulations than others, whether in data protection or facial recognition, while others are still working on it. Creating the frameworks where the visas where kind of technologies like visas can get into, right? So, for instance, just to give you an example, Brazil has the LGPD, Lei Geral de Proteção de Dados. It's like the general law of data protection. If I try to translate it, which is pretty comprehensive. It's very well detailed, and it has all the frameworks needed to understand what kind of a product bringing visas can operate in the country, while other countries are still figuring out. But as I said, it's a scaling in the region, I say.
Yeah, for the Brazilian, sounds impressive, really. And what does it mean for companies
They're
trying?
always so big. And then Brazilians are always so big. They always have everything the first. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. So the next question, what does it mean for companies trying to expand across the borders?
Well, it means that they need a solid strategy. First of all, companies that align with clear compliance. Compliance, it's also one keyword I would say. They must follow also the industry the standards. So it will find easier to scale to multiple countries. Having this as the base, it will make everything easier, the scalability around other countries in the same region. So on the telecom side or the internet provider side, they are uniquely positioned to integrate visas. They have the infrastructure, they have the pool of clients. They can integrate very easily this technology into their services, making it really easy to reach to B2B, B2C, even B2G areas. The clients on foot, the neighbor who lives in the condo or the small enterprise or the small businesses, they are the ones that get to each one of us, right? Through our mobiles, through the internet connection. So they have a special place. If we talk about VSaaS technologies, to make it reachable, to make it available for everyone and for businesses and for people, as I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So such progressive point of view, and I hope it will work and will get. Again,
Just picking up your words about the the telcos and the ISP, those are the ones that are next to us, that they come to our home, they come to our pockets, right? We're always in connect. So that's why I wanted to highlight the position that they are. It's privileged, just to make this technology available to everyone in the region. So
yeah.
Yeah.
They communicate with all of us. Doesn't even depend on are you a customer? Are you a business? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, let's move closer to tech side, kind of innovative topic. I guess what advancements have fueled the growth of VSaaS and VAS in the region, like technological advancements?
Well, yeah. I think I mentioned just before, cloud computing, it's been just a game changer, right? Because it enables remote access, scalable storage, And as I said, with very little, you can do a lot. And a greater processing power, right? Those are key factors for VSaaS technologies. Well, on the other hand, we have artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, that is also taking security solutions to a next level. In any kind of industry, AI has been taking the industries to the next level. It's the same with VSaaS, right? Features like time alerts or object detection, face recognition, some anomaly detection in maybe a machine at some company can be, or for the same security of a shopping mall, for example. You have the technology has taken this leap forward. The analytics have been much better and much more advanced than they used to be. So I would say cloud computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, those are both game changers. I like to use that word, game changing, really. Yeah.
That's the truth, yes. Like so many analytical case studies can be available with the help of the AI. So that's incredible. Like not only from security perspective, but from the like analytics, like some insights generated by
Exactly.
this technology.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. And that's
Yeah.
what I was saying with the AI, these technologies, and they don't only become, let's say you have a an alert, right? That someone broke into your home. And after you break, this person got into your home, did whatever he had to do, you get that notification. Instead, with technologies like AI in this case, or machine learning at the same time, these technologies become more proactive than reactive. So it helps businesses and people to be aware, to be ready for things not to happen, not to be ready when things already happen. So yeah, that's why it's something that I wanted to add. Yeah.
That's cool. Like literally. So, but we know that like Latin America have countries in Latin America have different levels of technological maturity. So it's definitely somehow impact the adoption of, for instance, video surveillance as a service. So what do you think about it? Like,
You mean about the maturity in different countries?
yeah,
Yeah.
how does it
Yeah.
impact like the we are back with is the we are back to the topic of like the technology can be available, but digital landscape isn't ready to.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think in that case, we're talking about prices. Basically, prices are the ones that are going to make that technology can be uh, useful for everyone, or for a big variety of people, or just for a few. In this case, of if we talk about the maturity of countries in the technological landscape, I will say the countries that they have the strong telecom infrastructure could be Brazil and Mexico. Those two big ones have the wider 5G coverage, the best service quality, and of course, that means more competition. And more competition also means that the prices are going to go down. So smaller companies, more people, more clients will be benefited for this, right? That makes the technology available for more and more, and for everyone in this case. So on the other hand, we can have countries that technology is really something for a few, or new products. It's not something that it's widespread, because they are early adopters of these technologies, right? But they can learn from the countries like I just mentioned, Brazil and Mexico, by investing in infrastructure and creating frameworks and policies that attract foreign investments.
hmm The next topic is really interesting for me. I do love some real world examples, case studies concerning the adoption of various technologies. So, like any standout or VAS projects in Latin America?
Yeah, well, I have a couple that come to mind. As you like to hear good and real stories, maybe just real stories. Mexico City's C5 security system is one of them. That's absolutely, it's an A-power analytics video surveillance service that help with crime prevention and traffic management. Mexico City is one of the most populated cities in the region. and it's crazy traffic, and the traffic is just crazy in there. So they implemented this Mexico City C5 security system just to help on the traffic on the traffic flow, and of course with the crime, and that it's a something natural. I mean, it's just not natural. It's something present in most of the countries in Latin America. In Santiago, for example, from Chile, from where I come from, there is this Chile Smart City platform that integrates video surveillance as a service with IoT sensors for better urban monitoring. In some parts of the Santiago. Santiago is a big city, but there are parts of the city that they already count with this technology and this program, Chile Smart City platform. Remember that. Remember that, Nate. So, in the case of Brazil, I can I can come. It comes to mind this Brazil agricultural surveillance. Like they use VSaaS to track crops. To see the growing of the crops, uh, detect pests, and optimize irrigation. So we're seeing in these 2-3 examples that I gave you the way that one city that is just chaos in traffic, they're using this technology to have a better flow for their citizens. A city like Santiago that is just huge is integrating the SaaS with IoT monitors just to have a better city flowing as well. So all comes down to make people's life better. The same within Brazil, would be using for agriculture. It was something that we couldn't think of in 1 or 2 years or 2-3 years ago, right? One last example, I think, is Guatemala City. Their surveillance expansion led to a 40% reduction in violence in monitored areas. 40%. It's a huge number for a city like Guatemala's, right? In Guatemala, not the country, the city of Guatemala, right? So yeah, it's being used everywhere. It comes only benefits for the businesses, like the agricultural part in Brazil, for the people moving on foot in the city, just to be safer. So yeah, you see, I named you 4 real stories you wanted to hear, where we can find the usage of SaaS
Mhm.
as a game changer, something that really improves people's life.
Yeah, there's cute case studies as like they're impressive. I can't even imagine how many use cases also can exist in this world for visas, like especially like the crafts.
Yeah, that's
To-
crazy, right?
Yeah.
Just to see how they grow, to understand which ones are going to grow well, which ones are going to work, which are not. Yeah, it's the real use of technology in casual and day-to-day tasks, let's say, or deals or issues and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, like so we mentioned some you mentioned some cases, some challenges, but like the future is coming. Like I guess we should touch upon some future perspectives of the markets in Latin America. So, what trends do you see shaping visas and VAS over the next 5 years? Like,
hmm Yeah, as you said, the future is coming. I would say the future is here. But that happens every year, right? Like every year we say the future is here. Yeah, we're living in the future. For people who were 10 years ago, you know, this is the future still. For the next 3 to 5 years, I would absolutely highlight the the use of AI. It's artificial intelligence that will become more and more advanced with predictive analytics, at the same time improving security. And that's main. And we hear it every way. We read it all the time. We open LinkedIn and you see AI hosts. So yeah, it is a reality. It's here. It's gonna step up every level of any industry. So the same story. It's gonna be with the SaaS technologies. When we talk about cloud-based surveillance, also this will reduce the need for expensive hardware, which is really a topic in Latin America, as we said, with the differences in the prices or difference in economies in the same region, in neighboring countries, right? Cloud-based surveillance and cloud computing will absolutely help to escalate and to reduce the expenses for such technologies, right? And the shift from CAPEX to OPEX models also will make the services more accessible. The way that the companies spend,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah, I see. So thank you so much. And so can you name like the countries like you believe which will stand out as a high potential for the high potential growth of the markets?
Yeah, sure. I think I mentioned that Latin America is a very politicized place. Every 4 or 5 years, countries are changing presidents, and new things are coming. New things are cut out. Some things are cut out. It works like this. If you ask me now, today, I will absolutely mention Peru, Argentina, and Chile as well. Um, they're showing a lot of promise. They're promising countries. Argentina, in this case, is opening up to foreign investment with the new government that they have. Whether you like it or not, you can be against or in favor. But the country itself, it's opening the market to foreign investments. Chile has been open for many years already, with big partnerships with the United States and China, etc. So it's in the kind of stable economy, we always say, with expanding middle class. And Peru is also a country that it's growing so much in the rural areas, for example, presenting opportunities for innovative solutions, security solutions, whether in the communities, like you said, in the communities, or the cities or the little towns, even to agriculture. So we understand that Peru is a very it's a high agricultural country. So they can even take the example of Brazil, how they just check the crops if they are working well, they're growing as they should. So yeah, long story short, the three countries that most show the most promise to me, I would say it's Argentina, Peru, and Chile. Sure.
Yeah.
As we look for the future of value-added services and video surveillance as a service, VSaaS, we understand that in the region there's a lot of potential for growth. I work with Latin America, which is a my special region because I'm from Chile. So telcos and ISPs are the ones that will close the gap, and they will be as a bridge to bring such solutions like Internet of Things or value-added services to the population and businesses in Latin America as well. Thank you very much for having me, and I'm pretty sure that the best is yet to come. I'll see you next time. Thank you.